Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
And we are back.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We are here again.
Favorite part of the week.
Yes, thank goodness. You know what's interesting, though? I have something to say to you guys. Our Monday show gets more downloads.
Really?
Yes. You know why? Because I think people start the week with us. I don't know. More people. It just gets more downloads.
They save it for Monday, possibly?
No.
Or just...
No. Our Monday's episode always does better.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys got to give this episode some love.
Tap in on the Friday episode.
Yes. Mike's YouTube channel is live, by the way. He had his first vlog, and I'm going to link it here. You guys got to take a listen or take a watch to the vlog, and he's at Esco Elite Fitness, also on YouTube and Instagram. So make sure you guys support him there.
Yes. Thank you for all the support. Appreciate it.
And we had an intro.
Cheers. Coffee.
Who are you cheersing? I don't even. You didn't even
to
bring
our audience. They're probably coffee drinkers drinking Starbucks on the way to work.
Where's
Listen
mine?
to this.
I didn't get a nothing.
I'm sorry to make
Wow.
yours. You drink coffee. Sometimes you don't.
You didn't ask. I was busy over here trying to make the deadline.
You're right. I didn't.
We have a strong deadline. Thursdays are so busy.
It's tight.
I have to feed my dad breakfast, and I do my Orange Theory class, and it's just crazy. And then, but I have to share like a funny story. It's not funny. Could have been bad, but I swear, my dad thought apparently that he was going blind because I don't know if you guys have a parent on hospice or have ever had a parent on hospice or anyone on hospice, but they give you something called a comfort kit that the patient is not supposed to go rummaging through. The comfort kit is emergency medications that are to be dispersed and administered by hospice personnel only. Well, his eyes were itching, so he went digging through the kit to find eye drops and put atropine in his eyes.
Oh my goodness.
And he says he got it burned a little bit. He didn't know. He's okay. It says from the eyes, whatever. And I guess a few hours later, he started to get blurry vision. He thought he was going blind, didn't relate it to the drops, thought he was just going blind from his cancer.
Wow. That must have been a little scary.
Yeah. But I'm like, what? And then he thought, oh, maybe those drops weren't good for my eyes. So the drops are what the hospice nurses use, I guess, for patients that are in a coma. It helps to like something with the secretions or something. I'm sure if you're a nurse and listening, maybe you'll know. But it has nothing to do with itchy eyes or nothing. It's a medication he most likely will never use.
Yeah.
But that's what happens, you see, because he insisted on fishing through that. I've already told him that comfort kit is off limits, but he has it in his head that there's like secrets in there. Like secret like medications to help him die or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Old people. I'm sorry, no offense, but man.
Anyways,
the things they do, they're like children.
I can't.
You
honestly,
you tell a child no, don't do something, they do it anyways.
I know. I was telling my sister this morning, it's actually amazing that we all survived as kids because this has nothing to do with him being old. My parents, it has to do with like immigrant parents, I think.
Yeah.
My dad thought Windex and foil were the cure-alls for everything. Like, and I don't know, he would fix things at home and wouldn't always take us to the doctor. And just, I'm like, it's amazing that we survived with mom and dad as parents.
They have their own, and immigrants always have their own like, concoction for colds, which really they give their kids alcohol. Yes.
I took shots. Yukon Jack. It's like 100 proof because it kills the bacteria.
Okay. You can create an alcoholic. You don't know if that kid has any tendencies.
I know. Anyways, so that was my morning. So it was stressful, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm reading it, and I'm thinking, do I have to take him to the doctor or call them to do a wash of his eyes? But they said it would go away. The blurred vision would go away in 24 to 48 hours, and it's okay. But just another day in my life right now, you guys. If you only knew how much stress.
Tell him the kid is off limits.
It doesn't matter. The more I tell him, the more he'll want to dig through there.
No, they turn into like little kids, right?
It says on there, and he reads English. It says on there everything that on the eye drops. It said these are not to be administered by anyone other than hospice staff.
So why is the kit there then?
The kit is there for the nurses to be. that's part of the protocol for hospice. There's always a comfort kit on hand because they may instruct me to give him something. I might call him and say, hey, this is happening. And they'll say, go into the kit.
Yes.
I'll activate this medication. But it's only to be the caregiver or the staff, not the patient. But he refuses to let me put it away. He wants eyes on it because he has something in his head about that freaking kit.
Oh, my goodness,
Yeah.
man.
Anyways, moving on. We're moving on. But just to let you guys know, that was my morning. But on a happier note, I want to share a cool experience that we got to do recently. I don't know if you guys have anyone has heard of this podcast, but if you're into health and fitness podcasts, I'm sure you have. They're in the top 10, top 20 podcasts on all of Apple Podcasts. Mindpump Media. We toured their facility.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
My boy Adam. Mm-hmm.
And because Mike's personal friend with one of the hosts for many years.
2 of them.
Oh, 2 of them.
2 were my bosses.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Justin, too.
You know what's funny?
He was the assistant manager. Adam was the manager.
Backstory about Adam is he's the one who sold me my membership to 24 Hour Fitness.
Damn.
He's the one that I went in and met with. And he's the one who told me, he asked me to do, have you thought of personal training? I was like, nah, not really. And I was still married at the time. My husband wouldn't go for that. Especially funny. A male personal trainer.
Of course.
But this was way back in 2007. 2007.
Wow.
When I signed up. But anyways, he is one of the hosts of Mindpump Media, and he's a personal friend of yours, and he invited you over to tour the facility. I'm going to put up some videos of it.
Yeah.
Because you took a couple of videos. It's in like a incognito place, so it's not a public location.
Yes.
It's their personal studio.
Yep.
But man,
beautiful.
Goals on goals on goals.
And I did my first cold plunge, legit.
Yeah. You took a video of that too.
Yes.
So you did an actual in the tub cold plunge.
I recorded the whole thing, 5.5 minutes.
Good for you. I'll put that video up too.
Let me tell you, I had to dig deep.
That's a different kind of ball game than the cold showers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. In December, when it was cold, the pipes were cold, showers were cold. It got my attention. But now, nah, it's warm. Does nothing. I need that cold plunge.
It was inspiring to see their studio. No. I remember when they started Mindpump.
Yes. The workout center too is beautiful.
One thing I've always noticed about Adam too, he was the type of guy, he was going to be successful because he didn't care what people think. He doesn't care what people think.
No.
I remember we went to Vegas one year with him and he was on Periscope. There was and it was like a video. It was like a TikTok back then. It didn't end up making it, but he was on Periscope and he was videoing and people are on here live. Live wasn't a thing back then, like Instagram Live or anything. And I remember talking to him and he would think like, people think he's cheesy or whatever. And I don't care. I don't care what people think. I'm just doing my thing. I'm going with what I think is going to be hot or whatever. And I'm sure that people talked so much crap to them when they started that podcast.
Oh, yeah.
They started it on the kitchen table. Guys just talking crap about fitness and
debunking things.
Debunking crap.
These guys are pros. They know what they're talking about. They've been in the game a long time. They're certified, verified, legit.
And it's so cool to see how far they've come. They're huge. Yeah. They're doing big things for sure. Yes. They have a huge YouTube following. But you guys should check them out if you haven't heard them. It's a good podcast for sure.
You know what else is crazy? Is me, Justin, and Adam. We all have our wives from that same gym. How ironic is that?
So 2 of the hosts, Adam and Justin, and then you all worked at the same 24 Hour Fitness, and you guys all met your wives at that gym.
Yes.
That's crazy. Something
a lot of marriages came out of that gym. A lot of marriages, a lot of relationships. Some lasted, some haven't.
But think about everything that's come out of that place. Obviously, Mindpump came out of that gym too,
yes,
and they're like a top tier podcast.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's crazy. I don't know. There was something about that gym.
It's special.
Have you guys ever heard of that the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? That game, like everything ties back to Kevin Bacon by 7 steps. I think there's 7 degrees of 24-hour fitness on Cottle Road in San Jose.
It was like the beginning of my second life.
Me too.
Because I moved to San Jose 2007. I really didn't know too many people. Adam gave me my shot, given my background. You never discriminate. Gave my shot to be a trainer there, and fast forward, here we are. I'm still living in San Jose, married to you, and yeah, it's crazy. Met a
That's
lot of friends
crazy.
there. Still have friends that I keep in touch with from today to this day.
I know. And how
Tons.
many times have we been out or been somewhere and someone will say to you, like, hey, I remember you from 24.
Oh,
You're that trainer
Yes.
from 24.
Yes. I know.
A lot.
Now you're getting people coming up to you. Hey, Mrs. CEOJ.
I
Your
know.
fans are recognizing you out
You
there.
know what? If you guys
cool.
ever see me out, please approach me. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Super
nice to
cool.
know that there's other people on the other side of this camera
Yes.
that listen, that watch. I don't mind it at all. So never hesitate to approach me.
Someone came up to you not too long ago. We're out having lunch at my boy's restaurant.
At El Cabron.
Yes.
I
That was
love it. I
sweet.
think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't mind at all.
I
And
know.
even though, because I have been told sometimes people feel like I'm not approachable. I have a resting bitch face, but I'm
You do.
really not a bitch. I promise.
You do have that though.
I just have it. It just looks, I don't know. It's just my demeanor. I catch it sometimes too when I'm when I'm editing my YouTube vlogs
Yeah.
and
like,
there's
"Ugh."
like B-roll where I'm in the background. I'm like, God, I look such a bitch sometimes. I look just like a mean look on my face.
Hey, at least you're putting it out there so people know you're not that way. Because sometimes
Yes.
people judge before they get to know you.
I'm not. I'm quiet sometimes if I don't know you, and I'm not a small talk. I'm not a lot of, I don't small talk. How was your day? The sun is shining. I'm always doing 10 million things in my head. So that's what's usually you're getting, because it's not that.
I'm the opposite. I'm a chatterbox.
Yeah, you're a chatterbox.
could
You can
chat
come
it
up
up
to
and
this
scream.
guy for sure. If you see him, he's hard to miss because he's easy to recognize with
Oh,
all the
my
tattoos.
goodness.
He'll chat your ear off. So
Yeah.
don't be afraid to approach
Not at
him.
all.
And
Even if I have a resting bitch face or look intense as you call.
yeah, sometimes you can sometimes you can be intense, but you're very nice and social.
Yeah, I am.
But before we get too far in, make sure you guys are subscribed, comment, like this show, please. Also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We'd really appreciate it. And speaking of comments, let's go into comment corner and go over some comments.
Let's see.
First one is Felicia. Oh my God, I need my glasses. NAUM3137. Sorry if I butchered that. She says, I look forward to all your shows. Thank you so much for doing this. It's my favorite part of the day, catching up on your shows. Thank you so much for tuning in, for supporting the show. We really appreciate it. The next one comes to us from Vaughn2265. And she writes, as a younger viewer in my late 20s, I can say I find your content really enjoyable to watch and still relatable. I'm so glad I came across your reels and then discovered this podcast. Listening to y'all guys while I get ready for work in the morning has become a routine for me, so keep them coming, please. That's really cool to hear.
Yeah, it is.
Because I often wonder, because to be honest, I find it sometimes hard to relate to people's podcasts and YouTube channels that are my age or older.
You do?
Yeah, I find that I relate more to younger people's content a little bit sometimes. And I
Yeah.
think maybe it's because I always think of, when I watch sometimes younger YouTubers, I think of Alyssa. Oh, these are like my daughters.
Yeah,
I don't
see
know.
what you're saying. Yeah.
But I always wonder, what do younger people think of my content? Because a lot of it's like menopause related, but it's weight loss and fitness. And I'm thinking they think,
know.
look at this granny.
I'll be honest with you. If I was in my 20s and I came across, what's up with them old folks? Who do they think they
Yeah.
are? What are they talking about?
We used to be pretty freaking cool.
What's that?
We used to be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Doing all the things, all the Vegas things.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
We party with the best of them.
But I loved that comment because I'm like, oh, I guess it's not too bad. I'm not too like old granny. Some of the youngins can still relate
Yes.
a little bit. It's that youth mindset.
Yes. It's all mindset.
I exude
man. No one,
I hope.
people don't tap into that mindset. It's so powerful.
It is.
It's everything.
All right. Now, I haven't thought of a name for this yet, but this is equivalent to the Andy Cohen jackhole. If you guys know Bravo and the jackhole of the day, I'm going to come up, if you guys can think of what I can name, it's like almost like a troll or like an annoying comment of the day. What should we call that? I need a name for it. Let me know in the comments.
Yes.
I need help because I haven't come up with anything.
Come up with a
but
good name.
This is my jackhole of the day. Someone commented on one of my videos complaining. I think I was probably complaining about menopause or something in the video. And she said, "You're still young. The real stuff really happens after 52." And let me just tell you what I
Here,
replied.
I'll hold your coffee.
Yeah, let me just tell you what I replied. I said, everyone always says that. When I was 20, they would say, wait till you're 30. When I was 30, they would say, wait till you're 40. Now at 47, everyone says, wait until you're 50. I'm almost 48, in menopause and thriving. I plan to be the best version of myself at every age. It's all a mindset.
That's what we just said a few minutes ago.
Yes.
See the difference?
Yes.
Nothing. She's only a few years older than you.
Yeah.
Not
So
much.
I'm supposed to think like I'm going to wake up at my 52nd birthday and go, oh my God, like life is over. That's a mindset that I don't choose to accept.
Nope.
I've always been told that. And you know what I say to
People, babe, not to cut you off, people accept defeat too damn easy. We
Yeah.
don't. We're resilient motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, if it's Aquarius or what, but
I'm
not tapping. It's not.
But when somebody tells me that, I just hold my coffee, like you said. Hold my coffee and watch me.
Watch this.
It's like challenge accepted.
Please.
And that's what I've always done. I've always thought, oh, really? Wait till I'm 40? Let me tell you guys, if I can I'll find a picture for my 40th birthday.
Yeah.
I was killing it on my 40th birthday. The whole wait till you're 40. I went to Miami and I was fit and feeling really good in all my outfits. And that was my hold my coffee moment. Yeah. And I'll have that same moment for my 50th. I'm going to do a trip.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna
just to show them.
Yeah. Hold my coffee.
Watch this.
Let me show you.
You guys don't know who you fucking with. I'm just joking.
Yeah, but I don't know why it irks me when someone says that. Yes. It's like to me, that's they're reaching up to me and trying to pull me down.
Yes. To
like,
their
hold
level.
On.
Their frequency.
Wait till you're 52.
Their frequency is down here. And if you're operating up here, for some reason, people bother with that frequency. So you just got to, like you said, always protect your energy. Keep going.
And if you're in your 50s and you're feeling like that, hit me up. I can help you.
Exactly.
Because that's what I do.
That's what she does.
I help people like, hey, no,
watch this.
Let's reel it back in. Let's get a control of this. Let's live your best life at any age. That's what I help people do.
Yes.
You don't tap out.
No.
Don't throw in the towel.
Exactly. Don't give up because society says, oh, wait, you're grandma. You have grandkids. You're 50s. You have to just accept your royal gray hair. No, you don't. That's a doubt now. That's a lie.
And speaking of accepting your gray hair, the ABC announced that there's a new installment of The Bachelor called The Golden Bachelor.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, they announced The Bachelor. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Look at him, babe. He's 72 years old.
That dude is?
Yep. They did not pick a decrepit 72-year-old.
It's a different era. We talk about this. 2023, 72-year-olds don't look like 72-years from 30 years ago.
And I did a little research on this guy. He's like living his best life. He's wealthy.
He looks fit.
He enjoys boating and
probably exercises.
He has
regularly.
2 daughters. His wife died suddenly of an illness like 7 years ago or 8 years ago.
That's crushing.
Really sad. She was
he's
65, I think.
He's barely moving on.
Yeah.
That's crushing.
Yeah.
Man.
So what I'm interested in is, what are the women going to look like? Like, what kind of women are they casting to be? Because they're going to have to be women who...
Yes.
That are up
Keep
to
it
par.
real. You don't hold back.
Who's going to be? Is there going to be people saying, "Oh,
come on"?
They're going to pick older women, but they're going to pick older women that are
attractive, that are in shape, that work out.
Yes.
That basically told society, we're not bending to your rules. We're the opposite.
Yes.
We're the 1%ers. That's basically what we are, 1%ers.
I think so. I'm excited to see. This doesn't launch until the fall, but when it does, we will be tuning in, and after the episodes, we'll do like little recaps, and we'll go in on it. Because I'm curious. I want to see I think it's a very cool concept. I think it's going to be a totally different show than the traditional Bachelor.
I've never watched these shows.
Because these people are in their next life.
Yes.
Their kids are grown. They're financially stable. They're going to be like...
This is like fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Like looking for your companion.
We're like us, we've already passed halftime. We're going into the third quarter. We've crossed over.
Yeah, hopefully our fourth quarter will be together, though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's what we're working on, just with our fitness, so that we can...
There you go.
So that we can together be healthy and live a long life together as much as possible.
What's the conversation we're having in the car the other day? I also want to stay healthy and live to be with you. Because if I don't stay healthy, the high blood pressure that's chasing me is going to eventually get me. It's going to win. I'm going to lose. So it's a battle. So I can't give in to that. So for me to stick around and be with you a long time, I got to do my part. And I think people don't realize that. You got to, not just for yourself. Don't be selfish. Just think of me. Think about your partner, your companion, being for them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
For
think
them.
about that too.
It's
And I think
important.
my dad has a resentment towards my mom for that also, thinking you didn't take care of yourself and now I'm alone. And I'm going to be, we could have lived more years together, but you chose to not take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And she didn't. She did not
No.
take care of herself. She let her anxiety take over and she just,
Remember when you had her on keto though? She followed it. She lost a lot of weight.
yeah. And you know, because
You probably still have that
secretly,
picture.
I think that she had some sort of medical something happen secretly that made her nervous. That's what I suspect. And that's when she's, oh my gosh, maybe I should just lose weight. That'll help. But she still, again, didn't come forward.
Yeah.
But she did lose weight. And I think
She
it
did.
bought her some time
Oh yeah.
for sure. Because she was, before that, she was tipping the scales again and just looking really unhealthy. But you got to keep it together.
That being overweight, obese, it both got both our mothers. My mother,
I know.
young. My mother could have been a way long time, but she didn't get it under control either.
I know. And my dad, yeah, he took care of his health more from a medical standpoint, but he could have done more too. But that's in knowledge. Like my dad never went to the gym either. I've never seen my dad wear a pair of gym shoes either. Never seen him wear a pair of sneakers.
Yeah. But at least today we see a lot of the seniors out on the trails when we're
I know,
walking.
I love it.
All the time.
I
Older
love.
people.
There's
All
a
the
couple
time.
we walk by all the time. We're on the same schedule, and they're
I saw them this
probably
morning,
a decade.
actually. We bumped into each other.
They're probably a decade older than us,
Yeah.
and they're still going.
Going. And they look pretty fit, lean. They
Yeah.
probably just walk every day.
My activity has definitely gone up. I'm doing like 6 miles a day. By the time I do my 3-mile walk and then Orange Theory and then errands and everything else, I'm clocking about 6 miles a day.
You're moving,
Yeah.
trucking along. And you're not even thinking about it, you're just doing it.
But wait till you're 50.
I'm going to go even harder.
I'm almost 48.
I know.
What's going to happen at 50? I'm in menopause already. Most people don't get there until after they're 50. I'm already
Yes.
in the menopause.
Yes.
You just got to deal with it.
You know what it is? They think, oh, she's just going to break and start. No, it's not going to happen. Not
No.
you. You're too vain.
No, even when it...
You're probably going to go harder at 50 to prove a point before you even hit 50.
I had a situation recently where I felt out of control, but I'm like, I got to figure this out. I didn't just give into it. I just go, oh, I'm almost 50.
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm going to figure this
See,
out.
it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? That's all it
Yeah.
is. What'd you tell me? What changed with me? I flipped the switch.
Right.
It was hard at first because I was loose with my eating and I reeled it in and started doing macros, and it's a flip of the switch now.
It is. It's a flip of the switch. You have to flip the switch. And sometimes the switch goes off again. You just got to put it back
It does.
on. It's okay.
Everybody. Let
The
me
switch
tell you.
is gonna go off and on.
Everybody. The most so-called strictest person that doesn't cheat on his diet and I'm on 24/7, that's a lie. We've been around pros, friends, who competitors.
The thing is
fighters.
how long you leave it off. That's where it's not
Yes.
that the switch is never going to go off. It's just how long are you going to leave it off.
Yes.
You know what? Maybe I'm going to flick it off while I go on vacation.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to flick it off when, I don't know, something happens or I get sick for a little bit. I get a flu or the C word. It's going to flick off for a little bit and it's going to be hard to flick it back on. I'm going to have to use the dimmer switch, maybe slowly flick it back on.
Yeah.
But you don't let it off too long.
No.
That's the key. That is the key because then you don't have to undo a lot of.
Then the hill climb's not so hard.
All right, moving on. Hot coffee topic. I want to talk about this really quick because I don't understand people. Carlee Russell, the Amber Alert, the girl who was missing.
That got kidnapped?
Yeah, that she was supposedly, she pulled over to help a kid on the side of the road
That's
or
what they
something.
said, yeah.
And then she got kidnapped. It's looking like the whole story is false.
I had a feeling. I don't know why.
Me too. Something didn't sound right.
No.
So her search history, God, when are people going to learn that are going to commit a crime that your search history is accessible?
That's child's play for the government.
I know. Come on. Her search history, she has searched for Amber Alerts, the movie Taken. How old is it? How old do you have to be for them to put an Amber Alert out?
What do you always say? Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's not
She claimed she was abducted by a strange couple after stopping her car on the I-495 to check on a toddler she saw walking alone. I don't know. She wanted clout in some way, shape, or form, allegedly. But her search history, and everything got really weird when she was found. And then supposedly a hotel worker saw her at a local motel. the night she was supposedly missing.
And not only that, that boyfriend claimed, oh, she was fighting for her life for 48 hours. But does she now know nothing on camera, no evidence, no proof?
Yeah.
It was just, the whole thing was weird.
Very
she was
weird.
Quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was. I got a gut feeling that something was fishy.
Me too. I had, even from the very moment, it just felt.
A baby? Who would risk? First off, you got to be a sick individual to use a baby to bait someone to kidnap them. That's next level, like baiting. I've never heard of that on the side of the road at that, where it's dangerous. Cars are going 100 miles an hour.
Very weird. Anyways, I don't know why people do that, but it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon.
I'm telling you, this era of clout chasers is insane. They die doing stupid things all the time.
It's crazy to me.
Or they get themselves arrested. Like we talked about last time. I'm going to go repeat where that girl tried to press fake kidnapping charges, make up an alleged story about some friends of mine. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Again, another clout chaser.
Yeah, I just don't understand why people, I think it's like a sickness.
It is. I think people want fame. They want their 5 minutes of fame. You know, that's what they used to say about like serial killers, that they weren't scared to get caught when they did. Or, yes, I'm famous now. Everybody's going to know about me.
It's actually a known thing. It's for sociopaths. When they commit a crime, they go back to the scene of the crime.
Yes, they do.
They're usually in the crowd. They're helping the search.
Yes.
They are on the boards with that guy from the Idaho murders, the college students.
Yeah.
He went back to the home. They show him his location, like he went back to the home. And he I think, was there during one of the press conferences or something. They get heavily involved. He was also on one of the message boards about it.
Man.
Yeah. They get heavily, because they like to see and they love when they get given a name.
So those type of personalities are sociopaths?
Sociopaths.
Not narcissists.
Usually it's both. Narcissists aren't always sociopaths, but sociopaths are most often narcissists. So it's like a narcissist with an actual like severe mental illness on top of it.
So I'm going to give my advice to you ladies. Research sociopaths, learn and study that behavior, and narcissists, study it to a T.
And avoid it.
And if you're single, avoid those men. There'll be nightmares in your life.
Yeah, but they're actually, and they're very crafty.
They're crafty and they're slick and they're smooth.
They love bomb and very
Careful.
crafty.
Be careful.
That is, avoid that like the plague.
Yes.
That is scary. All right, moving on to, let's talk about some common misconceptions about weight loss. Just a couple of statements that I hear a lot that I want to like debunk. One email or DM that I actually get a lot is the statement that I need your help. I don't want to lose weight, but I have some fat to lose. But I don't want to lose weight. I'm happy with my weight. There is actually no way to lose fat unless you're in a deficit. It's not really related to what's on the scale, but you have to go in a calorie deficit. People don't want to go in a calorie deficit if they technically don't want to lose weight, but they want to lose fat. It's impossible. You're asking for the impossible.
Again, someone's searching for the secret answer.
Yeah.
Well, we just talked about this. They're always, you can't cheat the game. We're just the messenger.
And it goes hand in hand with the next statement. I just want to lose like the fat off my arms or the fat off my back. That channel, Goob U2, that we follow. I love it, by the way. You guys got to follow this guy.
Shout him out on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, Goob U2. He debunks like fitness frauds.
All day long.
He debunked this one girl, and she's got a lot of followers. She sells online programs. She's a NASM certified personal trainer.
Really?
And she sells she's on her Instagram saying, do this exercise to lose your back fat. And she does these stupid exercises like this to lose your back fat. Or do this exercise to lose your arm fat. And that is scam central. You cannot spot reduce fat.
Yeah, they do not teach us that.
So let me tell you this. Even if you are very, like you're lean already, you're happy with your weight, you're happy with your body, but you have maybe a lower stomach pooch or something. Like you still have that. Newsflash. The only way to lose that is to keep leaning out, to keep losing body fat. Sometimes the fat you want to lose the most goes last.
Yes, of course.
Because Murphy's Law.
Yes.
Not that I'm like pushing you guys to get cosmetic surgery, but I will say that is when you are actually the best candidate for getting some sort of plastic surgery to remove that fat. Like if you are already at your ideal weight and you feel good about like where you're at, but you still have a stubborn fat to lose, that's what liposuction's for. It's not for weight loss or excessive fat reduction. It's for spot treating. It's more effective.
Yeah.
But not that I'm telling you guys to go do that, because I'm not an advocate for that either. Liposuction's not a great surgery. You're swollen for a long time. You're in a lot of pain. It's very invasive. But there might be some other things that are effective.
I'm sure
I don't know.
It ain't cheap.
No, and it's not cheap. But a calorie deficit works.
Yes, it does.
And then once you get as lean as you want, then you can build back up. If like you, with muscle and other things, you go back into maintenance and you start focusing on putting on more muscle, you'll change the aesthetics of your body and you'll change your body composition, and you can minimize fat gain because you just go back to maintenance, not a surplus. So maintenance, and bump up your protein and resistance train.
And you'll have fun doing it too. You're going to get stronger.
You'll love it.
And you're going to not be hungry at all because now you're eating more.
Yeah, because you're not in a deficit, but you're not in a surplus. That's what I would recommend.
Like a reverse diet.
So that's why it's kind of annoying. Like I had another jackhole comment actually. Someone commented on one of my videos, like, why are you cutting? Like insinuating like I'm so lean. Like, why would I cut?
Skinny.
You're too skinny.
There we go. You're too skinny.
I'm cutting because I want to reduce my body fat percentage.
Yes.
That's why I'm cutting.
Yes.
Cutting is not only if you are quote unquote overweight. Cutting is reducing body fat percentage to reveal muscle. I put a lot of work into my resistance training. I'd like to see the muscle.
Me too. So I want to keep going lower. I want to see what's underneath. You don't know till you go.
So it's annoying. It's equivalent to eat a cheeseburger. That kind of comment, like, why are you cutting? Because I'm trying to reduce my body fat percentage. I'm not an unhealthy body fat. I'm just trying to reduce it furthermore.
Yeah.
Like, it's so annoying.
What's crazy is we both have fat in our faces, so we don't get too sucked up in our faces.
No. I have to get pretty lean for my face just holds so much fat. That's another comment people say a lot about me. Well, if I put that much filler in my face, I would look younger too. Like hater comments. I'm like, I have filler in my lips. I do not have filler in my face. Trust me when I tell you, I've posted pictures of myself before when I was heavy, my face was huge.
Yeah.
When I was 100 pounds, my face was still actually big. In fact, people would joke and call me a Bratz doll. You guys remember those Bratz dolls where they had like skinny bodies and big heads?
Lightweight, yeah.
You remember that? Like in the 90s?
Yeah.
They would joke and say I look like a Bratz doll or a bobblehead because my head stays big.
Bobblehead.
I have chubby cheeks.
That's funny though, but you could go, if you ever want to go further, you can go to childhood and show them your little kid pictures and you had cheeks in your pictures.
Huge.
As kids, yes.
I was teased.
Yes.
I was teased. And actually, before my lip filler, my face looked a lot larger. It actually balanced out my features. In fact, because sometimes when people see an old picture, they're like, oh, did you get your nose done? Or what else is different? It's because my lip filler, having zero lips and then now having some lips, it balances out and makes your nose appear smaller. I did not get a nose job. I've considered a nose job, never got one. So I've never done anything to my face other than Botox on my forehead and lip filler. Oh, I lie. I did get chin filler. And it's gone now, and I think I want it back because it helps balance out my face too. It brings the chin out a little bit, and it helps balance out the chubby cheeks. I'm thinking about doing that again. I got it like here. Yeah, but I did get that. And it was only because there was extra. One time there was extra from my lips, and she put it into my chin, and I liked it. So the next time I had her put a little more in, and I really liked it. So I'm thinking I might do that again, actually. But nothing in my face, like my cheeks, nothing here. That's fat. Anyway, so that's a common misconception. And then I also wanted to go over this. I saw a post, and I'll give the Instagram accounts 4 weeks to the beach. They actually have a podcast too, and it's like trainers, but I like their content a lot. And I'm going to read this post that he had in his stories because this is so relatable with what I deal with when I'm dealing with clients, and I know when you're dealing with clients.
Yeah.
So this is what he said as a coach. After spending a few days with a friend who is trying to improve his nutrition and has never tracked food before, this is what happened. He was shocked at the amount of calories in even silly things like sugar-free coffee creamer.
See?
He couldn't believe how fast calories added up while eating out, and we did the best we could estimating. He was surprised to learn how calorie-dense alcohol was, even when sticking with the better drinks like vodka soda. He kept referring to food as good or bad, just like many other folks who don't truly understand personalized nutrition. He quickly admitted that he doesn't eat as well as he previously thought he did. Oh, and when we trained together, he also realized that he wasn't giving his workouts as much effort as he was capable of when he was pushed to do so correctly. This is very common. So
super common.
when people come to me or when they say, I'm doing everything, I'm eating healthy and I'm not losing weight, I'm exercising, I'm not losing weight, I'm doing it all, this is usually what you're experiencing. Like you're trying, but you're not, there's certain things you're not tracking, or you're assuming things aren't a lot of calories or won't really matter. You're not really giving it your all in the gym. You're probably eating out too much and grossly underestimating the calories you consume.
Listen, sauces, creamers. I even tracked the little Parmesan cheese. All of that is calories. It isn't free. It's part of the bank account.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're using a little packet of Chick-fil-A sauce, what is that,
160 calories.
That little packet. You know how many packets people probably go through with their
And
chicken?
I'll venture to say that most people, maybe when they're ordering a meal, maybe they're trying to track, maybe they'll calculate the calories for their meal, but they don't add in the ketchup packets, the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yes.
They just think that's magical free calories.
Sorry, you guys. Not trying to be like, man, that too, or be like, demote you guys, but it's the truth. We're just telling you the truth. You can't.
Well, because with knowledge comes power.
Yes. And
it doesn't mean you can't have it. Mm-hmm. But how many people probably have 2 to 3 Chick-fil-A sauces with their meal? Probably 3. And 3 Chick-fil-A sauces is almost 500 calories.
People right now, jaw's going to drop. They're like, damn, she bursted the bubble.
500 calories.
Yeah, quick. And then you get ketchup and you get fries with your order.
And maybe they're thinking, oh man, these fries are 700 calories. Okay, I'll count for that. And then they have 5 packets of ketchup. I think they're 40 calories each packet or something like that. Yeah. That's an extra 200 calories not accounted for.
Yep.
Then you have 3 coffees a day with 100 calories worth of sugar-free creamer in it.
Yes.
300 calories in coffee. That's a lot of calories. You're
Empty
eating
calories.
A lot more calories.
Way more.
Than you think you are. If you're not really open your mind to the things that are not obvious that are probably holding you back.
Yep. Just those little tweaks right there. You probably are doing everything mostly right. Just those little tweaks right there will change the game.
Yeah. Your coffees. Because you have maybe 4 coffees a day.
2.
You have 2?
I cut back, yeah. I measure my creamer.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So I know how many calories I have.
So at Starbucks, even if you tell them light this or light that, if they're doing it for you, you're getting a lot more calories than you think.
You're probably getting, let's just say you go venting, you go regular half and half. Now, I've seen that big bottle. That's why I like to make my own, because they dump probably half a cup or a quarter cup, at least a quarter cup.
Yeah, quarter cup. When they do this, it's a quarter cup.
Yeah.
Try it.
That adds up.
Test it. I've done it before. I've done it. It's usually a quarter cup. So a quarter cup is 4 tablespoons, I think. No, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons. A quarter cup is 2 tablespoons. I could be wrong.
More than that. They probably do more than that.
I'm trying to think.
To be honest with you.
How many? I think.
I don't know.
I don't know now.
I'm drawing a blank.
I'm curious.
But anyways, and then you start pumping it. Let's just people who are just loose. Let's say just you're having those frappuccinos. You know what I'm saying? All the sugar and calories. But yeah, just in the coffee. You're trying to keep it clean, just creamer.
Empty calorie. Okay, 4 tablespoons in a quarter cup. Oh, yeah, because there's 16 tablespoons in a cup. 4 tablespoons.
At least.
So your sugar-free coffee creamer, you're going to get a minimum of 100 calories that you're not counting.
And then you add whipped cream. Oh, put whipped cream on, top it off. That's another. It does. It's the truth.
It adds up. That's
people
the stuff that's getting people.
No, they don't account for that.
That is.
I don't think they know either. They're just, for whatever reason, they blank on that.
Yeah, they just don't. Because for example, I estimate right now, like I'm about 1,500 calories a day during the week. But my food really adds up to close to 1,400 because that extra 100 calories is like other things like, okay, so I take some gummy vitamins, I take creatine, I take BCAAs at 5 calories here, 10 calories there. I don't track my greens. It adds up. When you got to build that cushion. I know we've talked about building that cushion before, but I'm talking for people who just don't realize. I'm always surprised, and then I have to think, oh, I have to remind people of this because when people say, oh my gosh, I never even tracked my Chick-fil-A sauce because I just posted a video, a full day of eating on YouTube, and someone commented that, like, I just realized that I'm consuming a lot of Chick-fil-A calories.
Yeah, it's true.
And then there's a lot of people out there that for whatever reason, they don't consider liquid calories the same as food.
It's the same thing.
Like they only track. I'll tell you what,
Alcohol's
liquid
even
calories, they're not satiating, but they count just the same.
Yes, they do.
So
they don't get a pass.
They don't.
No,
unfortunately.
They don't.
Oh man.
It would be nice if they did, but they don't.
No.
And
people just think like, how's this liquid going to be fat on my body? It's just going to come out as urine. That's what they think.
Yes. Doesn't work that way.
That's another comment.
Exactly. Look at people who are soda addict completely. Mm-hmm. Drink a 6-pack of Coke a day or something. There's people that do that. They're crazy. Yeah. Think about what you think you're just going to pee all that sugar out. It's not going to get stored.
Now, also alcohol. You got to think for each cocktail. Even if you have a 0-calorie mixer, 150 to 200 calories in alcohol.
So like a shot of tequila, you'd say?
Yeah, because a shot is usually 1.5 ounces, and it's usually like 90 to 100 calories per ounce, something like that. So yeah, about 150 calories about 150 calories if there's 1.5 ounces in a cocktail. And
if you think about people who aren't mindful of their mixer, like just to say they lose regular mixers in there. Add another what?
You're talking about 300 calories per cocktail, 300, 400, 500 calories per cocktail, depending on what it is. You have a cocktail that has multiple drinks in it, multiple alcohols in it. Think about every
People don't
shot.
Want to listen to this, though. They'd exclude that. They don't think about those calories. That's what messes them up. Yeah. And that's what I try to tell some of my boys. Listen, bro, you can't. With the alcohol, it's tricky because are you weighing it? Do you really know how much you're ingesting?
Yeah.
You don't. You're guessing. And that's hindering you. And the minute they pulled back, started trimming down. So I told you.
And then just let's not forget that with alcohol consumption comes lowered inhibitions.
Yep.
So you are more likely to munch and snack and eat and throw the rest of your day out the window.
100%.
Yeah.
Unless you're super disciplined. Let's be honest, how many people, or you're going to go to a fast food restaurant. You got a good buzz. You're hungry.
Oh, yeah, that's the best.
Exactly. Sometimes you want to be like devilish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once in a while it's okay to be like slothy too.
I keep telling you that, like, not yet, but maybe a month or two down the line, I want to do like late night drive-through.
Yeah. I want to do like a McDonald's. I want to do it for old time's sake. Yeah. Get up, go to the drive-through and get McDonald's. And remember, we'd eat it in bed sometimes. Yeah. We'd eat it in bed and watch something TV.
People are like, are they really talking about McDonald's right now?
Yeah, I'm craving McDonald's. It's on the horizon for me because I feel like I want it. You just had it.
People ask me what kind of diet. I'm like, I'm on balanced diet, dude. Yeah. It's balanced. I get to enjoy my food while still trimming down. And I hit my macros. I don't understand it. But once you understand the science or the formula, it's a nice thing because you're in control.
Yes.
You're in control.
There is a beauty.
It's dope to be in control.
And knowing beyond the shadow of a doubt. You're not guessing, oh man, I hope I have results. I know if I hit my calorie target for the week, I know how much fat will come off my body. I know it. Like I have it. And people are like, how do you know? I not to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to pat myself on the back. I freaking know macros. Okay. Like I am the macro queen.
Exactly.
I know it. Exactly. I know what it takes to get results. I can look at someone and determine, like my clients, hey, if you don't want to step on the scale, it's okay. I don't weigh in because I don't need to. I don't care about the scale. The scale fluctuates. I can look at someone and see if they're progressing.
You know. You learn from the best. Look at your coach who you learn from.
Yeah, like I know it. Like I've done this. Like you always say reps. It's reps. Yes. How much have you done it? I've done this for years now as a full-time gig. Thousands of clients.
Thousands.
I have been doing this for a long time, 8 years. I don't know, 7, 8 years. full time and doing a lot of clients. I know it very well.
And you stay up to date with the research.
Heck yeah, I do.
Because it's always changing.
Always. I'm always learning, always
never stop
tweaking,
learning.
Always changing. But I know this. This is.
They only knew though if they could be like have your mindset or my mindset or your mindset, because you're even more disciplined than me when it comes to your macros and eating. I'll be honest. Man, they would never turn back to the other side.
I know it. You just have to like listen to me, and that's what I've always told you. Because let's be real.
I'm hard-headed.
You came in. You're the trainer. You're the one in the fitness world.
Yes.
So you had a little bit of a chip on your shoulder to listen to me sometimes. And I'm like, whatever. But when you listen to me, what happens? You have success. Mm-hmm. Every time you're like, you know what? Because every once in a while you'd be like, I need you to get me back on macros. And I'd put you back on macros and you'd have success. Yeah. Now you're back on macros. Success.
Yes.
You've lost 15 pounds in, I don't know, 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Probably, yeah.
It's crazy. But you look muscular. You're holding your muscle because you're having high protein. You're having balance.
I'm getting stronger in certain things. It's crazy.
You're listening.
Usually when you go down, you're getting weaker. You feel fatigued. Nah, I'm moving better. Everything. More energy's better.
And you're like, and it's going to be up on your Instagram account, but what did we do yesterday? What did we fit into your macros yesterday?
Oh, yeah. We'll put it up on my Instagram. I went through McDonald's drive-thru. I committed a crime.
Yeah, took a wrong turn.
But hold on. I took a wrong turn, but hold on. I just ordered a double quarter pounder with cheese. Just like that. Plain. Because you want to keep it plain. And I made the fries at home. And just to prove a point, you can fit that into your macros.
100%.
And still drop weight. People be like, but how? How did you eat that? Because
it's like
there's a formula.
It's nice to have the flexibility because it helps you to stay consistent. It's a smart swap doing the fries at home because I think they're delicious, honestly.
Yes.
I love they're the fast food fries from Ore-Ida. Oh my God. They taste like McDonald's fries in my opinion.
And listen, people, we're not telling you to go to McDonald's, stuff your face and that. We're just basically showing that if you have control and macros, you can eat this and enjoy yourself.
If you need to.
Because we got to be realistic. You're going to go through a drive-through. Yeah. I don't care how disciplined. It could be 1 month, 2 months, 3. At some point in time, you're going to go through it. You're going to be in a hurry. You're not going to have time. You're going to be somewhere quick. You have to get to a meeting. You're starving. Mm-hmm. That's just a quick alternative. Fit it into your macros.
Exactly.
You can eat it on the go. You don't need the fries. You just throw this a burger. I could have not ate fries, but we just want to prove a point.
We figured out like the fries there, it was like 700 calories for the fries.
Yes.
So instead, you had 205 calories for 6 ounces of fries at home.
Yeah.
You saved so many calories and it was just as delicious.
And I use sugar-free ketchup for my dipping sauce. So it's 20 calories. I measured it too. See?
Exactly.
So I know. It's the only way, you guys. I know it seems like a lot of work. It's once you learn it, it's not. It really ain't. It's like autopilot. The more you do something, you like that. But you have to do it. It's reps. Everything's reps.
Then it becomes easy. I've been doing this for so long that I know. I know when I can eyeball things and when I can estimate things, and I know how to estimate things. So what I do is not necessarily what new people are going to be doing, because you need to put in the time and work to know. I know what a quarter cup looks like. I know what a true tablespoon of nut butter looks like.
Yes.
I have the eyes. I can figure out what my Chipotle bowl calories actually are based on what's in my bowl when I go there, because I have that knowledge because I've been doing this so long.
They say in fighting, before you can break the rules, you got to master the game. Yeah. You can't break the rules until you master the game.
And that's where I think people...
You're a master at this game. I know you don't call yourself that, but trust me, if people only knew you're a master, you helped a guy. You came for me for guidance, but you helped a guy cut weight for professional boxing fight. He made the weight with ease.
Yeah.
But you asked, what kind of carbs? And I told you what my friends do, the pro fighters, for their carbs.
Yeah.
And they do one and everything.
But the problem is, I think that's right. What you said, you got to master the game first. People want to jump ahead.
Always.
They want to jump to that.
And let me say something else. People think they're a lot smarter than they are. They spew shit, I heard, or this or that. They spew things and they're not educated.
They're just repeating.
Don't repeat or spew things you don't know unless you research it or unless you're in the industry and you got credentials to prove it.
Right.
You got to talk and be knowledgeable. You can't just spew stuff. A lot of people spew things.
It's like it's like
they go along with it. Joe Rogan called it something, I forgot. Everybody just goes along with it.
Yeah.
I heard.
They're like sheep.
Yeah.
They just repeat. I think people just see something and then they repeat it as fact.
Yes.
When they really don't know. I thought that. I heard that.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
No, and you didn't take the time to research it yourself. You just believed it.
Anyways, that's our rant of the day.
Yes, it is.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in as usual. We really appreciate all of the support, all the comments, all the feedback. And don't forget to leave us a 5-star review. We'll see you guys on Monday.
See ya.